There have been 61 animated films released by Disney since 1937, with the very first one being Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The vast majority of these films are musicals that feature many musical numbers, and so because of that, many songs have been written for these films throughout the decades. However, just like with deleted scenes and deleted characters, many of these songs that are written and recorded were often cut from the Disney film that they were written for. So today, we'll be going over some of those Disney songs that were cut from those movies. But before we get into the video, I just want to say that if you want to listen to any of these songs that I'll be talking about in today's video, then I will be leaving a playlist I made in the description below, so you can listen to those songs if you want. After the video, you have to watch this video first. But once you finish watching this video, then you can listen to those songs. Also, if you want to see me talk about just other completely random stuff on this channel with an otter plushie behind me, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way you won't miss every time I upload. I am working on like a new little series on my channel. I'm obviously not going to say what it is, but hopefully in like next month or two, I'll be like premiering that new series or whatever. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's get into the video now. Music in Your Soup was a song that was written to be in the film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it was originally supposed to take place right after the washing sequence. The song itself was pretty simple, as it literally just simply featured Snow White teaching the dwarves how to properly eat soup. The sequence itself isn't fully animated with like all the color and everything, but it is partially animated in pencil form. In it, we see the dwarves singing and slurping loudly on their soup, all while Grumpy is being the loudest eater. While using their spoon, Stoppy gets too excited, I guess, and swallows literally his entire spoon, but don't worry, Happy comes and saves the day and like kicks it out of him. After it was decided that the song would be cut from the film, it was for a short while considered to be in the proposed sequel titled Snow White Returns. However, plans for the sequel were later tossed out the window. A bit of a fun fact though, there is a little bit of an instrumental version of the song that plays during the queue of the ride The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Walt Disney World. Humiliate the Boy was the villain song performed by Jafar that was later cut from the film Aladdin. The song features Jafar getting his revenge on Aladdin after stealing the lamp by publicly humiliating him by telling the world that he is truly not a prince. Howard Ashman and Alan Menken both wrote the song, with Jafar's voice actor Jonathan Freeman singing the song. Apparently, two versions of the song were recorded, with the first version featuring a much more sadistic and insane version of Jafar, with Iago having a British accent, which I just think is absolutely hilarious. The second features a way more tamer version of Jafar, with Iago having a more parrot-like voice. And this may or may not be obvious, but both of these versions were recorded before Gilbert Gottfried got the voice role of Iago. There's a couple of reasons as to why this song was removed from the film. The first reason is because Disney apparently just thought the song was just too cruel or whatever, which I feel like is kind of weird. And another reason is because in the later stages of development for the film, it was decided that the genie would only be able to grant 3 wishes. Whereas in Humiliate the Boy, Jafar had the genie grant him multiple wishes, more than 3. I'm Odd was a song that was to have been sung by the Cheshire Cat in the 1951 version of Alice in Wonderland. Now, it was decided while making this movie that the famous Jabberwocky was not going to be in the film, so I'm Odd was later removed from the film in favor of the song 'Twas Brillig. This decision was made by Walt Disney himself because he wanted at least part of the Jabberwocky poem to be in the film, since the actual Jabberwocky himself wasn't going to be in it. And so the lyrics to Twilight Brillig is actually the first stanza to the Jabberwocky poem. The song was later rediscovered and was recorded by Winnie the Pooh and Tigger voice actor Jim Cummins. So not only is this a deleted song, but it's also an entire deleted scene from the film Pocahontas. The song takes place during the scene where Pocahontas is at the river with Flit and Meeko. While at the river, she discusses with the two about her unsureness of marrying Kocoum, and she decides to sneak into the village to discuss it with her father. She then runs into Kocoum, who questions her on her absence and shows her the new house that he has been building for them. It's also worth mentioning that at this stage of the film's production, Kocoum's personality was completely different. He's shown in this song being a very kind and happy man, whereas in the final version, he's a very serious man who has like damn near no emotion at all. The fishing song is a deleted song that was written for the salmon run sequence in the film Brother Bear. Phil Collins, who wrote and performed the song, later stated in an interview that he was asked to write a frat-like song for the sequence, and that they never got far enough to come up with an actual title for the song, hence why it's just called the fishing song. Dude, I said like all of that in one breath for some reason, and I have no idea why. The song was later replaced with the famous song Welcome, which was also written and performed by Phil Collins, but also performed by the band Blind Boys of Alabama.
One of the moments in the film was, the big moments, was when Kenai and Coda arrive at the salmon run and meet all the bears, and there was a song that was required to bring all those bears together and kind of show what the bears did at the salmon run. And they kind of wanted me to write a kind of a frat song, which was, throwing fish up in the air and catching it, and hugging, lots of hugging and romping around. So I wrote this song, Eat, Swim, Fish and Play is all we do. Every day is one long party. And part of the melody actually remained in the song that replaced it, which was called Welcome.
This deleted song from Mary Poppins was to be the theme song for Admiral Boom, the crazy old man who lives next to the Bankses, who is always firing a cannon, which for some reason I guess is not illegal. Again, Walt Disney himself made the decision to cut this song from the film as he felt it was just unnecessary. This was a song that Scar was going to sing to Nala and was also going to have the same tune as Be Prepared. A Be Prepared reprise was to come after the song as well, but that too also ended up getting scrapped. The song was deleted from the film, but it was rewritten for the Lion King Broadway musical. So because the song was deleted from the film but rewritten for the musical, there's technically two versions of the song that exist. In the movie version, Scar questions Zazu on what Mufasa had that Scar doesn't, because Scar just doesn't simply feel appreciated by the Pride Land. When Zazu suggests a queen, Scar for some reason selects Nala as his queen, which is extremely weird because Nala is his nephew's future wife, and also because he could have selected Zira, because they do a pretty damn good job establishing in the sequel that Zira is absolutely obsessed with Scar. And long story short, Scar then attempts to seduce Nala by singing the song to her, which Nala obviously rejects by scratching him in the face. After Nala's rejection, Scar then calls the hyenas and then begins to sing the Be Prepared reprise. The musical version of this is a lot stranger, as from the research I did at least, I guess Scar just basically has mental illness and suffers from delusions he has of Mufasa's ghost, and Zazu tries to calm him down by suggesting that he get a queen, and then again he suggests Nala. He tries to seduce her through the songs, he scratches him. Basically, the series of events that follows is the same thing that happens in the movie version, except it's not a Be Prepared reprise at the end. Out of the Storm was a song written by Kate Bush for the 2000 film Dinosaur and was to play during the aftermath of the meteor scene. The song was cut from the film because, according to Bush, Disney had asked her to rewrite the song because it was poorly received by test audiences. However, she refused to rewrite it. This deleted song from the classic 1959 film was to feature the three good fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, sing to each other their plan for Aurora's 16th birthday party. The song was included in the Platinum Edition 2008 DVD, and there's also a modern recording of the song for the Sleeping Beauty album Sleeping Beauty and Friends. There's also two versions of the song included in the album The Legacy Collection Sleeping Beauty, where there is not only the original version of the song, but also another modern recording of the song. This last entry is definitely the one I have been the most excited to talk about, as it is a deleted song from my favorite Disney animated film, The Emperor's New Groove. Snuff Out the Light is a deleted song from Kingdom of the Sun, which is a very early version of The Emperor's New Groove. The animation for this film was partially finished and is included in the documentary The Sweatbox, which documented the making of the early version of this film. The song was sung by Eartha Kitt as Yzma, who sings about her plan to release the power of the Incan goddess of darkness, Supai, in order to destroy the sun. So in case you haven't already guessed, just from how different Yzma is acting in the song and from what I've already told you, the original version of Yzma is a lot different from the version we know today in The Emperor's New Groove. Instead of being a mad scientist and a more comical villain that we see in The Emperor's New Groove, the original Yzma features her as being an evil sorceress who was once young and beautiful, but now she's just very old and hideous. And she blames her hideousness on the sun, I guess. I don't know. So in order to restore her youth and beauty, Yzma sets out on a mission to destroy the sun, and she does this by releasing the dark goddess Supai to bring darkness upon the kingdom. And this is what we hear Yzma sing about in Snuff Out the Light.
It's dinner time!
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and this was a video I especially had a lot of fun making, as I learned a lot of cool stuff about these Disney movies that I just genuinely didn't know before, and also because it just gave me the perfect excuse to jam out to a bunch of Disney music while doing the research for this video. This is a video I can easily make a part 2 for, and honestly it's a video I would love to make a part 2 for. So if you want to see that, then definitely let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely make a part 2 sometime in the near future. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I actually have a little series planned for this channel, and I'm hoping to, in the next month or two, premiere that series. Actually, what I didn't say at the beginning of the video was that I have not 1 but 2 series planned, but we'll get to that in the near future about what the second series is, so. Alright, well, with all that being said, I hope you guys stay hydrated, stay cool, be nice to strangers, I don't know, and I hope you all stay safe and healthy out there. And I'll see you all in the next video.